dinner at the table this morning, and I'm editing, doing that fun stuff. I've got a kitty licking my toes. Welcome to the Frugal Family. My name is Julie, and it's that kind of a day of being creative, having some fun, and of course, bringing you along. Well, not for all of it, but definitely for a lot of it. Definitely for the blue eyeshadow. I'm bringing you along for that. We are on the, oh, what in the hell is that? Oh, chocolate. Thought it was chocolate. That's from my bar I had earlier. We're bringing you along. This is real life here at the Frugal Family home, edited, of course, to only bring you the best. I love when you guys say how well-mannered and generous and compassionate and sweet and patient my kids are. In a lot of ways, they are. They are all of those things. But please do keep in mind, we edit, but we also bring you along for what is essentially our real life, just polished, just a touch. Anyway, the summer of fun continues. Yes, it does, and it is a gorgeous day. Oh my goodness, a gorgeous day. The weather could not be better, I just don't think. So I will be getting myself outside at some point today, doing some stuff in the garden. We're gonna do some other stuff outside too, the kids, whatever, but also a lot with the garden. The weather could not be more perfect for moving plants to different pots, pricking out some little seedlings and moving them on. Reagan, my son, has gotten a lot of it set up for me, which, oh, I'm so grateful. So I'm gonna have some lunch, and then I'm gonna get started out there. So stay tuned. Oh, what a beautiful life. And then I've got Lulu over here. She's got this ginormous block of clay that she got from school, and look what she's making.
It's gonna be something like this.
Tell them loud. They want to hear this. Or tell them that way. That works too.
It's a ocarina.
And she made that, you guys. She made that all by herself.
Yeah, and then I painted it and put glitter on it.
How pretty is that? And now she's making me one.
These parts aren't hollow, but in here is hollow.
Yeah, so the ears are just decoration, but it's gonna be able to make noises.
And play notes.
And play notes.
It'll probably be like a 4-hole one.
Only 4 holes? You can't do more?
You can, but...
Mommy's pretty demanding.
With this type of one that's like more round,
It'll be a little tricky.
4 holes on top and then like 2 on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
So,
I guess that's fine.
it's kind of heavy.
We're gonna have to get some paints for it. I don't know what color we want it. Maybe yellow.
Your mom, she said that she has a whole bunch of acrylic paints that she never uses.
Really? Oh, well then you wouldn't have to buy some.
Yeah.
Oh, well that's even better. Anyway, so Lulu's making that for me. I probably want it yellow, but then I'm gonna design like some stencils or something, and then she's gonna paint them on. Won't that be fun?
Grandma's sister, she has that wood art machine, the laser wood art machine that would be nice.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's a crafting kind of a morning. We've been doing some chores and such. Mimi has a friend over, and I'm finishing this up. Reagan's, I think he's doing Minecraft. I am still not 100% ready for the day, but the way I'm figuring, and this is kind of working for me, worked for me yesterday, mostly, is get like half of the getting ready done, do some work, have some coffee, do some more getting ready for the day, do a chore, do some work, have some coffee, smile at someone, say hi to someone, have some coffee, and then, you know, it ends up being a fairly productive day here in the wheelchair. Sorry, transport chair, dumpster salvaged transport chair. Oh boy!
I'm gonna angle it a tiny bit. I'm not gonna try and mess with it too much.
But we want high notes, because it's Mickey.
Yeah, and plus it's not a deep enough sound. It requires a lot of air to get that sound.
Okay. Can you make it so it does high notes though? Really high notes? All right, Reagan is bringing in the grocery order. Look how amazing he is. His powers, he's amazing. So our grocery order just arrived. Hallelujah. Thank you, Walmart Grocery. And it's not actually, I don't know if you guys know this. It's not actually like, it's not like in the commercials. It's not actually Walmart people that bring you the groceries, and they're never in those blue reusable bags they show on the commercials. Thank you, Reagan. You're amazing. Which, you know, in some ways is a little disappointing. Nothing is ever the way they show it in the ad, is it? But it's actually like DoorDash, Uber Eats, people like that go and pick it up from the Walmart grocery pickup or whatever, and they bring it to you. Don't know if you knew that, but that's how it works out. And I think they do get like their regular base pay, which isn't much, but the base pay that they get for working with DoorDash or whoever they work with. But I will tell you, with the way gas prices are and everything right now, and when you order a nice big load of groceries or a bunch of soil or whatever it is, whatever you can, I know it's tight times for anyone and everyone all across the globe, but they're working their asses off out there, and the amount of gas, the payment, God, words, because Olivia's over here making my Minnie Mouse or Mickey Mouse, and so I'm distracted by the sounds. I know, that's awesome. It's making awesome sounds, so I'm distracted.
That's the best sound I've ever gotten out of any of these.
And it happens to be in the Mickey Mouse, the best sound she's ever gotten. There's something to that. Gotta finish a thought. And I even had my squirrel earrings on this morning, but then I switched them out for Mickey's. How do you guys put up with me? I just don't know. I just don't know. But you do, and here you are, and I love you for it. Anyway, as much as is possible, whenever possible, please do tip those kind folks that are doing this job. They're making ends meet. They're hustling, and for someone like me, it just means the world, that I don't have to drive and go pick up the groceries. We live in a very dysfunctional, crazy time, dangerous time, scary time, but also amazing. The services that we have available, especially in populated areas. To all of those who do this kind of work, I am so grateful for you. I just want you to know that. And I hope that the tips that I leave, because I'm not rich, I can't leave crazy tips, but I do hope that the tips that I leave are sufficient to show my appreciation. Do you see all that clay on her lips? Let me see, that's so cute. That's going to become like a lip style, except not using clay.
It's not good for your stomach, actually, if you ingest too much of it. Like, it's okay if you get little bits, but like if you just eat blocks of clay, it's gonna block up your system.
Isn't that called pica? That's the disorder. Isn't that right, guys? Where the disorder is called pica, people that eat like inedible stuff like that. Anyway. We're bringing you along for real life, Frugal friends. This is real life here at the Frugal Family home.
I got Grandma to make one of these, and she made a pretty cool one.
Did she? Did it work?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Mumu's got dolls she's taken out to play with friend.
Yeah, we're making an ice cream store.
Oh, but today's a cool day, not a hot day. Shouldn't it be a cocoa shop or a coffee shop?
It's still warm outside.
Oh, well, go enjoy it then. Sorry to distract.
It's okay. We also had a horse as a customer.
A horse?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, Mumu.
It was the only doll outside.
Oh, Lord. Here under the grow lights, I have coleus. These are coleus seeds. If you hear sound in the background, that is the movie The Jungle Cruise. Good stuff. So yeah, I've planted some in here. I also seeded some in some pots on the front porch. I have not, check this out, I have not been out to the front porch since I came home from the hospital with my bum foot. The kids have been watering all the plants out there for me and taking care of stuff, and I'm so grateful. They're so wonderful. But I absolutely need to get out there and see if those ones are doing as well as, or better, or worse than the ones I have here under the grow lights. So we had that big storm. Reagan and I are out here this evening. We are potting stuff up. We're cleaning stuff up. I've used up a bunch of potting soil. We need to get some more. We had to add holes, drainage holes, unfortunately, to the strawberry thing. I thought I had done it before I potted them up, but obviously not, so that sucked. So we did that, Reagan did, and then I moved out a whole bunch of the, oh God, what are they called? marigolds. God, marigolds. Moved a bunch of them out into their own little pots. So now there's the right amount in there. I had seeded in there, of course, so there was too many. I had that thing. It had little pots in it. They were drowning, so I dumped that out over there. We have been making a mess over here. I've got to be careful with these wheels when I'm not wearing shoes. God, I just got one on my toes. These are the plants that were drowning, so I got those out. We poked holes in pots that didn't have holes. Bye. Let's see, over here, a whole bunch of pots that we pricked out and moved into their own pots or into bigger pots. We pulled out a whole bunch of the parsleys from here. We left like 5 or 6 to grow bigger and later harvest. Mimi and friends have been out picking cherries. Oh my goodness, Lord in heaven. And this is just the beginning because it's getting dark and so we're going to be going in. But tomorrow morning, while Reagan and I are out here in this garden working, Olivia and Mariah will be picking cherries.
And possibly friends.
Possibly friends. Now, so we took out those parsleys, but we didn't waste them. I did pot some up into their own pots, but I didn't want to do very many.
Wash them now?
Not yet. And so I had Reagan prick each of them out. He's going to pull off the stems, or not the stems, the roots, and put those in the compost mulch. And then he'll wash the rest of this. We'll dry it, and it'll go into some Italian seasoning that we're making. Don't worry, we're not going to waste. And all this dirt that has ended up everywhere, that's all going to dry out, get swept up, and put into one of these pots. But for now, I got to go ice my toe that I just ran over, because of course I didn't have not even a crock on. Oh, will I ever learn? I just don't know. I had Reagan help me get over here to the gate so that I could see my mini roses. Look at these glorious blooms. And this is, I believe this is 3 total plants. They were each about the size of my hand, maybe a little bigger. And now, these years later, they've just blown up. They're so glorious. And I just let them do what they do. I had thought for some time, oh, I'll, I don't know, try to have some order over there. I gave up on that a long time ago. Oh, and they'll bloom all summer. They will. And we'll cut some and bring them in the house, take some up to the cemetery. But they'll just keep coming all summer long, and they're just beautiful. With Mariah's help, I was able to get shoes on this morning. Real actual shoes.
She was able to fit her.
Yeah, I mean, still not right. But we're giving it a try, huh?
Yeah.
Because we got stuff to do. We're a week and 2 days out.
Really?
Yep.
For what?
From my owie.
Oh.
Yeah. So this morning, Reagan and I, we're going to get out and feed some plants.
Can I go?
Still... Yeah, you can come with me. We're still going to be bringing the wheelchair and the crutches, but I feel like wearing some real shoes, some proper shoes. Feels nice.
Does it feel comfy?
Feels good. Feels pretty good. So far. We'll see. It has been literally over a week since I've been out here in the front, and so many things are happening. What I just finished doing was tying up these hollyhocks. They were all bent way over, going for the sun. But I need them to not do that because there's plants down there that are trying to do what they do. And the idea of these is to have them here up against the house. There's also so much going on over here. Now, obviously, it is time to trim the irises down so that everything else can get the sun and the air that it needs. But look at this. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? Look at that rose. Oh, my goodness. There's even one over on that transplanted John F. Kennedy rose bush. How about that? Over here, the peonies are done, but I'm actually going to try to let them, or at least a couple of them, go to seed this year, just for fun to see what happens. There's definitely some deadheading to do over there. And then right here, look how gorgeous this is. These hollyhocks right here. I mean, my goodness. So, the plan is to very slowly but surely get around and trim some things and then start bringing some of our seed grown flowers out here to add in. Lots of marigolds. Oh my goodness. It's beautiful. Oh, I was going to show you. There's also over here the other half of the John F. Kennedy rose. I put half of it over here because it had developed a baby plant, so why not? And right there, look at that gorgeous rose just kind of hidden down here. Isn't that lovely? And then for some more fun, look at those beautiful snaps. I'm going to try to get myself down there to take a look at things and show you how beautiful it all is. The stakes that I put in at the now notorious pile of rocks, it's not going to stay like this. Eventually, someday, I'm going to make it pretty, but anyway, the stakes are there. I do still want to turn it into a wigwam and, tie them together at the top, but it's got to be one thing at a time. It sure is wonderful to be out in the front again. And boy, I mean, we've had, some really good days of sun, then a really good rainstorm, and, the yard is just going crazy. It's feels good. So, not much of a path right here anymore. But these are so gorgeous. I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? That's why we have a front walkway. You just go on the walkway. This path, it's not a path anymore. You see why I pulled all those hollyhocks back? There's my son with my water. Thank you, son. Uh-huh. But yeah, I pulled those hollyhocks back so that these other plants, don't get smothered. Yeah. So, progress. Very, very painfully slow progress. But, check that out. We've been getting those irises chopped. Little neighbor friend, she helped me get a whole bunch of foliage moved out of the way. I've got another pile. I'll have my kids come and do that. Yeah. It was real nice to have that little sweetheart come and help me, though. And she got to pick some strawberries from the pots on the porch as payment. So, how about that? Slow, very, very slow. This is taking forever because, well, I'm mostly crawling around to get to stuff, but it sure does feel good to be out here. Tomorrow, it's going to heat up really, really hot. So, got to get this done today. Even if it is incredibly, incredibly slow. My strawberries are doing so well this year. Okay, kids have been out helping pick up. Gonna have to have them come out again. So I got another load of foliage. I think the only other thing I'm gonna be able to do today, even though there's so many I would like to do, I gotta be realistic. We're definitely still in the recovery phase. But the only other thing I'll do today is pick strawberries because there are so many that are just absolutely ready throughout the front yard. So I will do that today. But everything else that I want to do, it's going to have to wait. I wanted to show you something though. It's kind of funny. It took all these years to finally get hollyhocks to actually grow in my yard, and be successful. And then now I've got them popping up everywhere. I don't know if you'll be able to see all of them, but yeah, now they're popping up everywhere. Funny how that works. So things look pretty well chopped right now. And some of that, it's kind of a little empty looking, but you just wait and see. It'll all fill in. Plus, like I said, we're going to be adding some stuff, especially in this bed right here. I will finish weeding that either tonight or in the morning, most likely tomorrow. I'm going to trim the chives and dry some, finish weeding this, and then add in more soil and some seeds and some plants. And then over there, behind the peonies, where there's that trellis, I'm actually going to attempt to plant cucumbers. And I'm back to the couch, elevating my foot, breathing, resting. There's still a lot to do, but I am nowhere close to being all the way recovered from this, and I'm doing my darndest to listen to my body, just like the doctor had told me at the hospital, and as they've said since. Listen to your body. It will tell you.